Listen up.
This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Pooh Shiesty has been granted a $10,000 bond after being arrested in connection with the shooting in Miami-Dade. He's being accused of shooting a security guard in the leg at King of Diamonds strip club. Here he is in court, and his attorney is describing what happened.
It definitely isn't probable cause, in my opinion, for aggravated battery with a firearm. There's no intent shown in that document. There's no words that were said. There's no pointing of the firearm at anyone. Essentially, what the document says and what the witnesses said on that day is that the defendant was being escorted out of the club. He reached for his pockets, looking for money in his pockets. A weapon was pulled, and it was fired at the ground. After it was fired at the ground, allegedly the ricochet or whatever happened was one of the security guards or an employee of the club was struck in his ankle.
That's everything they heard.
Bradford,
That's everything they heard Envy say on the air yesterday.
I didn't say none of that on the air yesterday.
His lawyer, Bradford Cohen, is saying it looks like an accidental discharge. But Miami-Dade prosecutor Ruben Scolavino is alleging that Pooh Shiesty was angry because the victim was a security guard who told him to put away his gun. So he does still have to stay in court. And then he still has to stay in jail. And then he has court today when he sees a judge for a previous case, even though he was granted that $10,000 bond.
Mm. That's
all right.
A low bond.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, maybe they don't think is a chance that he's going to flee.
True.
All right, J. Cole and Diddy are, feeling the love again. Now, as you know, they had an incident, and J. Cole addressed that incident on Let Go My Hand on his album also about the 2013 scuffle that allegedly took place at an MTV VMA after party. Well, the two of them have now been spotted together. There's a picture of them, and it looks like they're laughing and doing like a little fake fist fight. So, everything is all good, and I guess they want you to Mr. Love. He's all good. Diddy's been on this love journey. He's been documenting himself being the king of LA, New York, and Miami. He's been jet-setting around, doing all kinds of moments for social media, and I'm sure that's one of them.
He's spreading love.
All right,
and he says a prayer on Cole's album on that same song where Cole mentions the fight. So, clearly they good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Chris Harrison from The Bachelor, how much was his payout for him to walk away from the franchise? Well, now, according to Deadline, they're saying that the number was a mid-range 8-figure payoff as long as he promises to keep his mouth shut. So they suggest that number is anywhere between $40 million and $70 million. Also, Radar Online has said that a source said that he asked for $40 million and the producers didn't flinch.
I wonder if that's how much his contract was. So what if they paid him his contract and he paid him the rest of his contract and then some severance as well and then some, money to probably sign an NDA.
So because he didn't talk about behind the scenes things, he gonna get 40? All right.
Right. Well, they're saying that payout is covering the balance of his existing contract, most likely, along with payment for any alleged damage to his reputation. They said that he was let go based on his comments to former Bachelorette star Rachel Lindsay, which were perceived as racially insensitive. So that people are asking, how do you get paid so much money to leave when you're the one who engaged in the alleged controversial misconduct? But it's because of, his contract, most likely. All right. And Jennifer Lopez is reportedly moving her family to L.A. because she wants to be closer to Ben Affleck. So she'll be between L.A. and the Hamptons this summer, but L.A. will be her base. And right now she's looking at schools for her kids in the fall.
Who made this up?
Listen.
Who made this up? Like, I don't know. Why should we believe this?
Well, this is with this is a source telling E! News. So maybe
sources
if she's really looking for
wrong.
schools. Yeah, but it's a rumor report.
That is true.
Not the fact report.
That is true. That is true.
All right, Monica is discussing her multiple blood transfusions that she has had. She went on Daily Blast Live, and she discussed her second endometriosis surgery and why she is raising awareness about the disease.
Endometriosis is extremely painful, and women monthly feel like suffering is a part of the deal. But you find out when you learn about endometriosis that we shouldn't be in excruciating pain. And you learn that every age can suffer from endometriosis. So once I was diagnosed, I initially had the first surgery, and it was not like the second. The second was very hard. I was in the hospital a week. and I ended up having multiple blood transfusions. But now being on a bit of the mends and recovering, I've become somewhat of an advocate.
Right. So we appreciate her for sharing that journey, because that's not easy for a lot of women. That can be really painful, excessive bleeding, pain with intercourse. It can even cause infertility. And some signs and symptoms, you could be fatigued, you could have diarrhea, constipation, bloating, nausea, especially during your menstrual period. So just pay attention. Unfortunately, there are ways that you can deal with that, but it's important to know.
Well, salute to Monica, because, experience is the best teacher. So she's using her experiences to teach others, and I always appreciate people who do that. So salute to Monica.
Yeah, and it's a really common thing. So for a lot of women that have to deal with that, or if you're having some of those symptoms and you don't know what's wrong, make sure you get that checked out as soon as possible. All right, well, that is your rumor report.
What?
What y'all laughing at?
I don't know what's wrong with this young man.
Y'all give each other something again?
This guy is crazy.
$40 million.
What are you guys doing?
To keep my mouth shut.
That's too hard for you.
Nah, he can't.
Your mouth is always
open.
I'm gonna start talking up here for $40 million. You hear me, iHeart? I'm gonna start talking.
Well, when you point one finger, you better point two back at yourself. Okay, because we got some stories on your beige ass too. All right. Okay.
All right, man.
What the hell is going on?
Well, that's your rumor report, guys. I don't know. This is awkward.
All right.
Stop looking at me. God, that's why. Come home.
She's home. She's home. That's the problem.
That's crazy. Stop looking at me, man.
All right.
Why are you looking at me?
Can I make a request for the mix?
Yes.
No.
I want to hear La Mama de la Mama.
What the hell is that?
What is that?
I know y'all told you come home, but we ain't asked for Mama. Who is Mama? Who Mama? Mama been retired. Salute to Mama.
Dramos, can you tell them about this song? This was my song when I was in New Orleans. We went into this Latin spot on Bourbon Street, and they were playing this song, and I was like, "What is this song? It's amazing."
El Alfa?
So I was hoping Envy could.
All right.
I don't know.
What y'all talking
I don't know what y'all talking about now. All
Yeah,
right.
y'all wouldn't know.
No.
Well, if you would explain.
La Mama de la Mama.
I just told you that's
It's a song.
El Alfa.
Well, here's the thing. Dramos is a fake Puerto Rican, so he don't even know what you were saying.
I just told you who sings the song.
All I hear is a bunch of curse words.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I hear.
Mad curse words.
FCC gonna find us.
Revolt will see tomorrow.
The hell is that?
All right, mix up next. Let's go.